Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. Today I wanted to share with you guys a fun little paper craft item that I came across. My birthday's in September, and having an account on PlayStation Network, I received an email from them wishing me a happy birthday and then guiding me to a link with some fun little paper craft items for people to enjoy for celebration. And I think this is just what they're doing for 2015. I'm not sure if they've done something similar in previous years, and it looks like it's just a generic URL that lots of people get a link to. You can find the link by just typing in PlayStation birthday and it'll show up. So if you're interested in getting these, that's how you could probably get them if you're not even a member. But anyways, the general idea is that there are these fun little kind of cube-like images of some special characters from really popular games. So of course, like here you've got Nathan Drake from, what's the name? Why can't I think of the word? Uncharted, thank you. And then there's Ellie from Last of Us and Kratos from, you know what I'm talking about. And Parappa the Rapper, he's cute. So he's one of the guys too. And then of course Sackboy from Little Big Planet. And then the last little guy is good old Clank from Ratchet and Clank. And I put him together already, and I just kind of wanted to share them with you guys to kind of see how cute they are, because they're pretty adorable little designs. They're not super complicated to put together. The instructions are pretty simple. It just says to download and print, carefully cut along the solid lines, fold on dotted lines, assemble and enjoy. The idea is that there are certain areas where you glue, the rest of it kind of fits together with little tabs. If you kind of look at this one of Nathan here, you can see, of course, you cut along the solid dark lines. You also need to cut here and here where you see some solid lines. That's where there's little sections where the tabs will fit into. You don't want to get confused and cut down here, which is actually where the leg line is. You don't want to cut that part, but if you look really carefully, it's a slightly less dark line there, depending on what kind of printer you're using. But you just fold, of course, fountain folds across all these dotted lines and then glue on the tabs to keep it closed off. And it's pretty easy in that sense to put together. I would recommend, making the head and then making the body, putting the feet on, and then these are the arms. You want to put the arms onto the body first and then put the head on at the end, because the body is open so you can kind of see inside as you slip in the hands. So that makes it a little easier for that part. But yeah, it took me just a couple minutes. I think the hardest part is cutting it out. That's always hard, to make sure you cut it out well. And then piecing it together wasn't too hard. So, but you do get something that, it holds together pretty well. It is just held together with these little tabs that you see here. These are, if you notice, don't have a fold line on them. Don't fold them, because that'll make it weaker, actually. You want to make sure where you don't see any dotted lines there, you let that part just stick up. And then that will be what slides into the little holes that you cut here, the little lines there, and that's how it pieces together. And because it's got this little beveled edge, it doesn't pop out right away. It creates a pretty decent connection for you. So, you wouldn't want to be throwing this around the room playing a game, but you can certainly sit on your desk and put up with a few tumbles and not fall apart. I just use regular printer paper. If you wanted to use fancy, thicker paper, you can definitely do that and get a much more sturdy finished piece. But definitely a very cute idea from them. My only complaint, and I noticed it on a couple of them here, is that really for Clank, for example, this should be the front of his feet, but they've designed it wrong. So when you put him in here, the beveling here, if you want this to be his front, which is his front, obviously, it didn't work right. So they actually have the side of his foot there, that's sideways. And I think on these, actually, if you look at them, Nathan's is okay. Sackboy doesn't really have a line, so you can't really tell. Parappa the Rapper looks like he's backwards, so his legs will be kind of to the side there. And Kratos's are also backwards, it looks like there. And Ellie's are fine, they're on the side over here, so that's okay. So, you know, just a small little tiny thing. If you're wondering as you're putting it together and you're like, why is this not right? It's just wrong. Sometimes that happens, you know. Sometimes it's by all logic of looking over instructions over and over and over again. Somebody made it wrong. That is actually possible. So, but it's a cute idea and a fun thing from the people over at Sony. So I think if, you know, if you did get an email and you were like, nah, that looks cool, but is that really just a giant pain to put together? Then you'll know it's not that hard. And if you happen not to get this URL, then, you know, I didn't tell you where you can find it. I don't want to make people at PlayStation at Sony mad at me, but it's pretty easy to find if you just type it in. I didn't mean to find it. I was just trying to see what their deal is, find any news results about it. So I just typed it in and then it showed they're all there. And I was like, oh, well, that's pretty easy to find. I guess then anybody could have access to it. So keep that in mind. You know, I could have shown you guys a tutorial, but that probably would have definitely made them mad. So I just kind of left it with a few little tips of things to look out for if you're making it yourself. And I hope you guys can have fun with this. I thought it was a pretty decent, not too super difficult kind of craft. And the results are really cute and you get a nice little sturdy piece of something fun. So enjoy that if you do get a chance for it and you're interested in any way in any of these characters. And I'll have some more fun things to share with you guys in the days to come. Thanks again always so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.